rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That's the way you fly on the ball. 24
To throw is Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Darnold from the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
24 is the mic.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Nix to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey down the right sideline. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw, here's Nix. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faking the give, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A play fake, and it's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you.
Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. To throw is Nix. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Throwing Nix. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go play action with Nix. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check. Fresh down. Fresh down.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To the air again, Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Darnold down to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. 24 is the mic. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Darnold to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 46-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Knicks to the air again on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Knicks to the air. Being chased out left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. It's Darnold. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing on 2nd down, Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Nix to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Nix throwing on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 2nd down, Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Up the middle they go. It's Harvey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That's it, baby.
Now Darnold. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harvey, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Harvey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
this one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Mark 13, Mark 13. He's coming, he's coming. Watch the screen. Watch twist.
They're going. It's Nix.
Flush to his right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On first down, it's Harvey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A second rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
How about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Darnold to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Darnold.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw down for Darnold. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.